Do you believe Hamas are a terror organization?
And that's a very interesting question, but I think you're peddling asininities.
Well, just answer the question. What is your reaction to what happened on October the 7th?
Sure, I'll answer the question professionally. I do not condone the loss of human life on either side. I think anybody doing anything which directly damages civilians is disgusting and abhorrent. However, I would be an amateur if I could not sit and pretend I do not understand the motivations behind either side. This is not even me taking a side. I understand why Israel is doing what it's doing. I understand why Palestine is doing what it's doing. However, I still call the Israeli actions absolutely abhorrent and genocidal.
Okay, well, in terms of what Hamas did on October the 7th, do you accept that was an act of terrorism?
It's an interesting question because once
it's not
again,
really.
It is.
It's a very straightforward question.
Because you're the person who would have called Nelson Mandela a terrorist while he was still in jail, and one person's terrorist is another person's freedom fighter.
I wouldn't
For
have
me to
thought
answer
that.
the question, yes, you would have. For me to answer the question, I have to be very professional, Pierce. For me to sit on the outside in Romania with no personal involvement in Israel-Palestine, it's easy for me to say, yes, it was an act of terror. However, if I was in Gaza, if I was in an open-air prison, if my family had been annihilated by bombs from the sky, if everybody I knew had suffered the loss of a loved one, if I had no chance of any kind of freedom or democracy or standard of life, would I believe it was an act of terror, or would I believe it's an act of resistance against oppression? You have to be very careful how you answer these questions.
So what do you think?
أنا في رأيي باسم يوسف إنه قدر يوقع في مصيدة بيرس وفي مصيدة إعلام الغربي المحطوط بيرس عشان يمثله، بينما اندروتيت ما قدر يوقع في هذه المصيدة. خلنا أوريه كيف. باسم يوسف في بداية طوفان الأقصى طلع وحكى وغير وجهة إعلام ناس كثير. بينما بيرس كان كل هدفه من المقابلة إنه يبين حماس إنها إرهابية، وفعلا قدر يوقع باسم يوسف في المصيدة هذه. بينما كانت بيرس كل مقابلاته متمركزة على إنه يبين حماس إرهابية عشان يبرر لكل التصرفات التانية، يقدر يفتح المجال لكل التصرفات التانية. فقدر هذا يوقع في باسم يوسف.
Fuck Hamas.
You
Hamas.
No,
Are
no.
you happy?
Believe Hamas is a terror group?
It is classified by America as I'm not a big fan of Hamas, and they are a militant group. Does like stuff like.
Are they terrorists, do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
شوف كيف طريقة ذكية بتتبعوها إعلام الغربي زي ما شفتوه في الفيديو. بينما اندروتيت ما قدر بيرس يوقع فيه ويبين حماس إنها إرهابية لما قال له إيش رأيك في حماس. زي ما شفنا في المقابلة اندروتيت قال له أنت بتحكي إيش رأيك في حماس، بس أنت ما عرفت شو أحداث القصة. هي ما قدر بيرس يوقع في اندروتيت. أنا بنلاحظ إنه اندروتيت فاز في هذه المعركة. يعني اندروتيت اختار الحديث بعد مرور أكثر من 40 يوم على أحداث طوفان الأقصى، وهنا تغير وجهة نظر الشعب ووجه الغرب كامل عن اللي بيصير في أحداث طوفان الأقصى، إنه يبين حماس إنها مش إرهابية.